Welcome to Divinity 648. My name is Christina and I am your channeler. This video is dedicated to the Cancerian sun sign. I am going to call out different moon signs, so you want to make sure you check the description box for a link to a website that can calculate your birth chart or natal chart, and that will provide you information on your placements and the different signs that you embody the energy of. Cancer. This video is recorded on September the 7th, 2019. However, the energy in this video has no expiration date. That is because based on the other placements, you are going to experience certain things and situations at different times and in different ways. No expiration date, right? Cancerian sun sign who has a Cancerian moon sign. Currently, I'm feeling this energy for you where you're at a crossroads. I'm feeling like I cannot move forward. I cannot come up with a decision. I cannot figure the correct words. I'm almost practicing what I want to say or what I want to do, how I want to do it, and how I want to say it. I'm visualizing things. I'm feeling like you're looking for a way to communicate something along the lines. And again, based on your other placements, it could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be a business contract, it could be anything, right? It could actually be multiple things, right? I feel like there's so much that I need to say and do, and I'm stagnant. And I'm feeling a little confused because I don't know what the next step is, or I'm looking for an opening so that way I can, okay, she said this or he said that, so now I can kind of sneak my way in by giving X amount of reply the way that I practiced it yesterday in the shower or yesterday in my room. So I'm feeling like you're trying to find an opening or a way to get yourself into a different position in a certain circumstance that you're going through. I feel like this, if it is related to a relationship, I'm feeling like maybe you made a decision between two people and you're trying to find a way to communicate to the other person, or you're trying to find a way to initiate a relationship with another person because you're realizing that you're realizing that the previous ways of you doing these communications just isn't working, right? The way that you used to be able to find your way back through or get your point across doesn't work with this specific person or situation. So if you would say 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and it always worked with everybody else or in every other circumstance similar to this one, and now you're trying to do that here in this circumstance, it's not working. It's not enough. It's not being recognized or accepted the way that you're used to it being accepted. So you're trying to find a way in, or you're trying to work on a common ground. Cancerian sun signs who have the moon sign Pisces. I feel like lots of stagnation. Holy cow. It's like I don't know where to begin. I don't know what to do. And I feel like the same applies, just in a different scenario where some of you feel like you're in a situation that you cannot get out of fast enough. It's like, oh my God, I need to get going. I need to get moving. Something's just not working for me or for you. And the situation that I feel that you're in is just so toxic or so stagnant, or I'm trying so hard to cut ties with this certain individual or circumstance, and I just can't find my way through. I feel like this circumstance, situation, person, or whatever that you're facing, or this dilemma, it's almost like it's clinging to you. It almost feels like the further you try to get away, the closer it keeps getting. It feels like for every door you open, there's another lock that you have to find the key for. And it's just like, oh my God, is it ever ending? Am I ever going to reach the end of this tunnel? Yes, you are. Just take a deep breath and keep it moving. Stay focused. Take notes and stand your ground. Stand your ground. If this is not working for you, you need to verbally indicate that this is not working for you. If this person is in your life and you don't want to hurt this person, but you need to separate yourself from this person, you need to do what's right for you. Okay? You can't tiptoe around everybody. Especially this situation, because this person does not take no for an answer, or is so adamant that they stay in the current circumstance or situation that they're in, that they just will not move unless you force them to. Cancerian sun signs with a moon sign of Aquarius. Oh, wow. Emotional. You have this passion, but at the same time, I'm feeling anxiety and I'm feeling fear, almost like fear of rejection, or I am so passionate about this person, place, situation, however it's applying to you, that I'm almost intimidated, or it's like bigger than I could ever, imagine myself in or with. So I'm a little threatened, but not threatened, or I'm a little off guard, or I'm a little insecure, but not really insecure, right? Like you have some insecurities about the situation and the way that you want to go about it, but you're so passionate about it, or you have so much energy or emotion invested in it that you're kind of blocking yourself. You're blocking yourself because you're putting too much thought on it, right? You're like, I got to do this. I got to do that. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? How am I going to say this? And it's almost like the other energy, right? Because you're still Cancerian sun sign. But in this situation with this moon sign, you're kind of playing it out a lot, playing it out. And it's so like the energy is just so wow. Like, if it's a person, you really love this person, and you really feel almost like insecure about the way that you're going to present your emotions and your thoughts and your plan verbally to this person or situation. I feel like it's so intimidating or such a block for you because it just means so much to you. And I feel like for a certain portion of you, the reason you're going through this, or you're replaying this, or you're pouring too much thought into it, or whatever, is because something has happened, or there's some type of a history, or there's maybe another person that person's seeing, or you could be the one seeing someone else, right? It's energy is fluid, so you've got to see how this applies for you. But the bottom line is there's other things that have taken place that are making you feel a little insecure, or making you feel like you need to step it up quite a bit in order for you to present this information or express the way that you're feeling. And I just want to call out to you that you're putting too much thought. You're pouring too much into this, and that's the block. You need to calm down, ground your energy, and take a deep breath. 7 deep breaths works best. And just jump for it. Just dive right into it face first, and what happens, happens. I don't see it being a negative reaction, but I do see you kind of charging forward and pursuing it eventually when you can get out of your head. You're making it into more than what it really is the bottom line. Cancerian suns with a Virgo moon sign. Cancerian sun with Virgo moon sign. Again, you're in your thoughts. I feel like you're focused mentally on a situation that you're trying to evade or escape. So if you have Virgo, not even just moon sign, Virgo placement, and your sun sign is Cancerian energy, I feel like you specifically, I got to get out of this. I got to get out of this. I'm not getting out of this fast enough. I'm looking for a way out. I'm focused on a way out of this certain situation, or I'm feeling like I need to get out. This isn't working. This isn't what I want. This isn't enough for me. I can't remove myself from this situation fast enough, right? You're feeling like almost suffocated or overwhelmed, or like, oh my God, I just get me out of this situation. How am I getting myself out of this situation? Your mind is just stagnant and stuck in one position because you're so focused on the how, instead of just 7 deep breaths, ground your energy, and say what you got to say. And if you can't verbally say what you have to say, you might have to do some chakra activation. Your throat chakra is probably closed right now for you. I'm feeling a lot of Virgo energy right here in hermit mode. So your throat chakra is actually kind of closed off, and that's why you're unable to say the things that you need to say in order for you to be in the position that you really want to be in. In order for you to achieve the end result, you need to be able to open your throat chakra. So real quick, just take 7 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just like that. Focus on your breathing. Clear your head and just let it out. Whether that's writing, calling, texting, or showing up somewhere and speaking your truth. But you got to get it done because I'm feeling like time is running out for you. So if you are a sun sign with Virgo moon, or Virgo placement, I feel like your current situation is the stagnation or the blockage that you're experiencing is actually related to your throat chakra being closed off. So you want to look into ways to open up your throat chakra. If you are a sun sign Cancer and you have a Taurus moon, Taurus moon, wow. Infatuation, obsession. It's almost like I am so in love with you. I am so obsessed with you. I am so infatuated with you. Whether you're feeling like this towards someone or they're feeling like this towards you, take it how it applies. But I feel this passion and this love. It's just so beautiful. It is so genuine. And it's like, I'm so scared to express myself to you because of all the things that I've put you through, or all the things that I've done to you, or all the things that I've said or has been said, or the things that you might have heard and misinterpreted or heard a certain part of, but didn't see the backstory of. So I feel like you really want to push forward or charge forward, and you're almost there, or you are doing it probably today or within the next week. But right now, your position is like, have they healed? Are they okay? Will they accept what I have to say? Or are they going to shut me down? Or I feel like I'm just in this energy where I know I need to push forward and get things done, but at the same breath, I'm almost just a little bit worried and concerned that the outcome is not going to meet my expectations or my cravings or my desires. But I'm so passionate and I'm so in love and I'm so obsessed. And when I say obsessed, I'm not talking psychopath. I'm talking the way this person walks excites you. The way this person dresses excites you, or sparks this, oh my God, this energy is just so passionate. Okay. It's actually like the connection between you and this person is so deep and so much more that I don't even think you realize how much more deeper the energy is based on what you're feeling. So whatever you're feeling, magnetize that by like 30. And that's the actual intensity of the connection between the two of you. Wow. It's beautiful. That's a genuine connection right there. So if you're also sun sign with give me one, Gemini. Oh, sorry, channeling. So if you're a sun sign Cancer and you have a moon sign Gemini, or Gemini is somewhere in one of your placements, I feel like you need to take what's in the dark and push it into the light. In other words, they're showing me that there's things that need to be discussed. There's things that need to be expressed, or you come off. Okay. We're working with the same energy as the Taurian energy. So I feel like some of you sun sign Cancerian energies will have Taurus and Gemini in your birth chart. And I feel like I feel like you kind of portray yourself one way and you feel it and think another way. So this other person or people or this situation is not seeing things for what they are because you don't let them. It's almost like you have this intensity and you want to express all these hidden desires and emotions and plans that you have manifested in your head or created in your mind or visualized, or you've actually woken up from some dreams and you're like, wow, I'm going to end up marrying this person, or wow, this person's going to have my kid. And, I've never even told this person that I loved them, and I've never, gone on a date, or I've never, that's specific, and I've never done this, or I've never done that. And you're kind of, this is it. This is the big deal. I'm going to come forward and express how I feel. And the Gemini part is like you've lived like a double life, or you've had two personalities where you're one way with this person. And when you're by yourself or doing your other things, you can't get this person out of your mind, but yet you've never reiterated this to them. And so you're kind of like all over the place, like, how do I show them? How do I break that barrier kind of mood? Like that's the energy that you're currently sitting in and you're trying to figure this part out. And again, one more time, I feel like you're putting too much thought on this. I feel like you're putting too much worry. You have too many things floating in your head that actually is just stagnation and it's low vibrational energy. And stop questioning yourself. Bottom line, just let it go. You have something to say and you need to just say it. Don't worry about how it's going to come off, because regardless how they interpret it, you have that ability. Regardless how you say it, it is going to be received the same way, because I feel like the circumstance is actually a relationship that you want to pursue, and or you're on the fence about pursuing. And for a portion of you, based on your placement, some of you might be in two situations, and I feel like that's the Gemini part of you, where it's like you're living almost like a double life, right? You're one way with one person and one way with another person, and then you're completely different when you're by yourself. So the way that you behave with one person isn't one side of you. Like you could be in a relationship or a primary relationship with someone and they have no idea that you're unhappy or you don't want to be with them, and then you could be with somebody else and you're absolutely magnetized towards them, right? You're obsessed, you're in love with them, you're infatuated, you have such a deep connection with them that you don't even understand it, but you don't even let them know that either. And then when you're by yourself and you're in your thoughts, you're just like, holy shit, what did I get myself into? How did I get myself into this? And how the heck am I getting myself out of this? Because I don't want to be with A, or I don't want to work for A, or I don't want to be in situation A. I do want to be in situation B, which technically should have been my A, but I wasn't being true to myself, or I wasn't listening to myself, or I came across paths with this before I realized I had the other opportunity, right? So you jumped on opportunity A, not realizing that you technically had opportunity B, because you or that person was just so closed off, or keeping what you were feeling deep down inside and not expressing it outwardly. Okay? So, Cancerian energy sun sign who has a Scorpio moon sign or a Scorpio placement. Okay, I feel like I've had enough, right? I feel like I've been taken advantage of. I feel like I've been disrespected or insulted, or somebody has done something. And I'm feeling almost like maybe Scorpio might not be in your placement, but you might be dealing with a Scorpion energy. Okay, so I want to incorporate that too. So if your sun sign is Cancer and you have Scorpion moon energy, or you're dealing with a Scorpio at this point, because that's what it feels like to me, I feel like there's some type of betrayal. I feel like there's some deception, or not saying something is deceiving. It doesn't matter if you said it to protect their feelings or keep the peace. Not saying something is deceiving someone. You're withholding information that they should have so they can make decisions that are in alignment with themselves. And if they don't have all the information that they're supposed to have, or that they should technically have, they can't make the decision correctly, and that's deceitful. And I feel like either you or that person has been deceitful. And I feel some of you are standing your ground, and it's almost like, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not tolerating this. This is coming to an end. I'm tearing this shit down now, not another day. Or some of you are kind of just doing what I just said. You're like tiptoeing around something. You're not saying everything. You're being asked questions and you're giving short answers, or you're giving answers that are only enough information to kind of shut them up, but you're not telling them everything that you're aware of, which is deceitful, whether you want to own that or not. Okay. I just see that there's for some portion of you, depending on where this applies, there's some transparency issues going on where you're not being transparent, or the situation isn't very transparent. So either you need to dig deeper and make sure that you're looking into matters and getting the full story and making sure you're not being deceived, or you need to reevaluate your tactics, your intentions, your motives, and your actions and your plans to see that they're not deceiving you, you're not deceiving them. Like there's just some type of a deceit and some type of a transparency problem, okay? So you really need to be careful with that and make sure, because we all are energy and there is something called karma. What goes around does come back around. For some people, it comes around a lot faster. So make sure that you're just doing the right thing and you're being transparent and you're standing in your truth and you're doing the right thing by everyone, because what goes around comes around. It is going to bite you in your ass and it is going to hurt. Cancer energy sun with a Capricorn moon. I feel like everything I've said up to this point will all apply to this Capricorn energy. And whether you're dealing with a Capricorn or you have Capricorn energy in your placement, all of it. It feels like all of it applies. I feel so in my head and I feel like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And I am not just thinking at this point of how I'm getting myself out, but I've come up with a plan and I'm ready to get out of it completely right this moment. And I'm not tolerating anything else whatsoever. End of story. So if you have Capricorn in your placement, I feel like you've already done the work, you've already made the plan, you've already put it into action, and you're not taking anything less. Capricorn, I feel like it's almost like an external energy too. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But bottom line is, you know what you want. You know where you want to go. You've already done things that you needed to do to get you in position to be where you want to be. It's just a matter of finalizing things, doing the final step. You're at that final step. Sorry, phone. So I want you to keep going, and I don't want you to get discouraged, and I stay out of your head. Don't put too much energy into this. Just let shit flow. Go with the flow, and you'll be just fine. Sun sign, who haven't I done? Aries. Thanks. Sun sign Cancer with Aries moon or Aries placement. And again, I feel like you could be dealing with an Aries, okay? And I feel like blockages, Aries, blockages. I feel like if you are a Cancerian sun sign, you might have some blockages. If you have moon on your placements and moon in Aries in your placements, blockages. Why? External influence blockages, meaning maybe somebody's doing something to cause you to be blocked, or there's some type of, okay. This is a sensitive subject, right? Because a lot of people don't believe in it. But if you don't believe in it, you're actually sabotaging yourself because it's very real, okay? And you can say, I don't believe in that because you're on a different level and you understand things differently than other people. But the bottom line is the intention is still there and it's very clear. So if you have Aries in your placement, or you're dealing with someone who has Aries in their placement, I feel like there's some foul play. There's some intentional sabotage. There's some toxic, low vibrational energy, right? You can't have that. You can't do that. Or if I'm not involved in that, neither are you, type of deal. So you want to be very careful with that. See how it applies and make that work for you. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second. Um, Sun sign Cancerian energy with a Leo moon sign or placement, or you could be dealing with a Leo at this point. But I feel like it's more internal energy than external. Cancerian sun sign with Leo, okay? Nice. Cancerian sun signs with Leo placement. Wow. You know what you want. You're grabbing what you want. You got it. Uh, you're in this energy right now where I feel you ambitious. I feel you empowered. I feel like I've already done everything. I'm saying my piece. I almost feel like you're going to act on it now. I feel like Leo placements or people dealing with Leos, I feel like this situation or this dilemma that you're currently focusing on is now. I'm going to their house today or tonight. I'm saying what I need to say today or tonight. I feel like I am so tired. I've done the work. My throat chakra is open. My mind is balanced and cleared. I know exactly what I'm saying, how I'm saying it, the way I'm saying it. Some of you are not even going to talk. I actually see you like coming through the door and just grabbing this person and kissing them, or like we don't need to discuss anything. You were on the same page, type deal, and you're just charging in. You're doing what you got to do. You're putting your foot down. That's it. Work has been done. You don't know what I've been through. The past is irrelevant. We're not back there anymore. We're moving forward. Either you're coming forward with me or you're staying here. And I feel like they're going with you. They're going with you. There's no way they're staying behind. The feeling is mutual. That deep intensity is not what you feel with the average person. So you've got to understand that they're feeling it too, possibly in a different way or a different degree, but they're feeling it too. So for those of you who are dealing with Leo or feel Leo in your sign, charging through. And I feel like it's more action than verbs. I feel like it's more, it's more verbally active. Verb, oh, God, hold on a second. There's so much. If I don't talk fast to stay up with them, it just like, and now I've got to catch up. Verbs, you're doing the verbs. It's okay, so it's action. You're physically getting your point across by actions, not by words, right? So you're not verbally so much saying what you need to do. You're physically just doing it. You're physically in motion. You're physically showing them this is how it's going to be and you're coming too, kind of deal. You're not taking no for an answer because you know that no is irrelevant in this situation already, and you're physically taking charge and you're physically getting it done, and it's beautiful. It really is. So congratulations to you. Cancerian sun signs who have a Libra placement. Ooh, ooh, of course, right? um wow, it's almost like the karmic wheel just like spun around for you. The karmic wheel is like justice has been served. Okay. If somebody owed you money, money's coming in. If somebody cheated on you, they're the fuck out of the picture. If you've cheated on someone, you're moving on or they're moving on from you. If you're in court, somehow things go in your favor. Somehow information gets cleared up in a different way than it was originally. So anything brought towards you is cleared up and released from you. So if you're dealing with a court case, and your Cancer sun sign, and you have Libra moon or Libra placement, or you're dealing with a legality issue, I feel like it's getting resolved. I feel like you're at the end part of it, or some type of a news is coming in that's going to say, we thought we had charges on you, but it turns out that we were inaccurate. And that's the energy I feel anyway. I'm not predicting the future, and I'm not telling you that every single one of you who are going through a court case is going to walk away scot-free, right? If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. you've got to go by what your karma is, right? Because karma is real. Karma is energy. What we do, what we say, how we present ourselves will always come back around again. So for a good portion of you, though, I do feel somehow there's like some relief. I just feel relief. It could be a divorce. It could be a child custody battle. It could be, I feel like it's more serious. I feel like it's like, not racketeering. Oh my God. I don't know. Listen, it doesn't matter what it is, right? Because we're all going through our own stuff. Bottom line is, if you've been doing the right thing, I feel like it's clearing up for you. Or if you've had dreams or that feeling or that inclination that things are going to go in your way finally with this situation that's been dragging out, trust what you're feeling because it's coming through. Okay. Cancerian energy with Sagittarius moon sign or Sagittarius placements, or you're dealing with a Sagittarian energy. Holy wow, right? So I'm feeling, I feel like, for those of you with Sagittarian moon or dealing with a Sagittarian energy, I feel the throat chakra again. I feel like I'm nervous. My palms are sweaty. I'm nervous. I feel like, oh my God, this is long overdue kind of energy, and I've got so much to admit that I don't know where to begin. There's things that either you don't know or they don't know that needs to be conversed over. And that feeling of a lot of things that were in the dark or in the background are finally coming forward into the light and getting clarity on it. So if you have been deceitful, I feel like you're kind of pouring your mind, body, and soul into this person, and you're trying to rectify and trying to clear it all up. Don't be deceitful in clearing things up. Not everybody's shit's gold, right? So if you feel like, oh my God, I just want to do this, right? I just want to ground your energy. Ground your energy, please, right now. Ground your energy and go for it and be honest, because I feel like there's going to be a heart-to-heart conversation and things are going to need to be explained. Even if they try to say, nope, 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 I don't want an explanation, I'm not there, let's move forward. You need to explain. You need to do that because it will affect things in the long run. So even if they're just like, I'm just so happy that you're here, I don't even want to talk about the past, let's just keep it going. You need to say, no, we're going to talk about this. We're going to get clarity on this because this needs to be put to bed. I don't want to move forward into this situation or this business partnership or this relationship or this friendship without these things being addressed and clarified, because you don't know the full story or I don't know the full story, and I need that closure so that there's no insecurities or questions or what ifs, right? I'm hearing you don't know the full story. You don't know there was so much more involved in this. So I think it's important that you, regardless, come forward, say what you need to say, work on that communication, write it all down, give it to them on a note. Writing usually works way better than talking because for so many reasons, right? And you're grounded when you're writing. Paper, right? Paper, trees, grounding. Come on. Write it all out and then review it. And then say what you got to say, or send it in a text, or send it in an email, or hand them the piece of paper when you're walking by them. Whatever it takes. But you definitely need to do that clarity. You need to, I see like this heart-to-heart, one-on-one conversation somehow, some way playing out. So good luck to you with that. In general, for all Cancerian energy, you guys have so much going on. It is insane. I don't know how you are functioning. Some of you are not sleeping. Some of you have changed your eating habits. Some of you are drinking excessively. Excessively. Slow down. Some of you are realizing you have a bit of a substance abuse problem. It's not technically a substance abuse problem for most of you, though, because you feel like you have control over it, and it's not all the time. Some of you, it's just as soon as you get out of work, you need that drink to calm your nerves, to calm your energy, and that's because you don't know how to properly maintain your energy, right? Do what you got to do, Cancerian. I am strictly just telling you what kind of energy you're in so you can acknowledge it, recognize it, and work on it. If you need further assistance, there's plenty of videos on how to ground and maintain your energy, or other YouTubers, other channels that you can go to, and they'll give you more clarity. This is what you're dealing with, whether you want to deal with it or not. These are your obstacles. These are your blockages. This is the situation. This is the energy that you're sitting in right now. Figure it out. We're adults. See how it applies and see how you can work through this. A lot of you just need to take action, verbalize what you need to say, or physically show what you need to show. If you need further assistance, I do energy maintenance, I do spiritual direction, I do personal consultation, and I do mediumship sessions. If you are in the Massachusetts area and you want to come in and see me and get clarity on what exactly applies with you and the other opportunities and other options you do have, right? Because we're multidimensional beings. It is not A to B. It's A1, A2, A3, A4, B1, B2, B3, B4. There's endless options going on in different ways that you can take action. You need to do what's right for you. Bottom line. Because you're the one that's in your head. You're the one that's thinking before you go to sleep. You're the one that's dreading certain things and being in certain situations and around certain people. You need to do what's right for you. Okay? If you're in Massachusetts and you want to come see me, Divinity 648 is the name of my business. I am located at 345 Union Street, Pleasantly. Find us on Facebook for upcoming seminars and other information. Thank you.